greetings, guys. Of course, I am Michelangelo Schwab Bartholomew.
Darlene Venturine. Hi, Eugene.
Skip Robinson.
Robinson, you're looking a little more awesome than you. I mean, you always look awesome, but now you're looking super awesome.
Well, some days you just have to be kind of mellow and into this groovy scene.
You're feeling it, because where are we heading?
Out of sight.
We're going to
Stonehenge! Woo!
Awesome.
Springtime.
The spring equinox, baby.
Yeah.
And a big festival is occurring, right?
Yes. It's Ostara.
Ostara, yes.
It's I think it's a very, very important time of year because we have to pay attention to spring and new beginnings.
Yep.
And fertility.
It's a really cool, like, pagan, awesome, interesting fest.
I heard that they have cake.
Cake.
Chocolate cake.
Skip wants to be there.
Well, cookies, brownies, you know.
Ready to do this?
Yes.
How are we going to get there?
Oh,
It's a long
magically,
way.
we're gonna teleport.
And we're going to get in this thing. We're going to be shot out to England just like that.
Well, I
I'm
am
so
so looking
excited.
forward to
And I
it.
just can't hide it. Three, two, one.
Stonehenge!
Whoa! Dude! This is... Holy shnikes! This is it! We're here! Look at it! Whoa! Stonehenge! We can die! Yes! Come on, guys! You made it! Get over here! You're a little bit off.
Stonehenge! Stonehenge!
Yes, listen, I'm
It's
in
really
love.
positive in this place. Everybody should come here.
Smell the bunny.
The
Smell
vernal
the
equinox energy.
Flowers which symbolize
He is feeling good.
fruitfulness and fertility. And the
Equinox bunny.
Ostara
That's
bunny. The Ostara bunny. Brand new
enjoy to have
animals.
visitors and-
Be fruitful and multiply.
The wheel of the year turns once more, and the vernal equinox arrives.
Vernal.
Light and dark are equal, and the soil begins to change.
Yeah, we
The
smell it
earth
different.
awakens from its slumber, and new life springs forth
Spring!
once more.
We didn't
Life,
spring!
new
It's
life.
spring! And we say the sun draws ever closer to us, greeting the earth with its welcoming rays. Light and dark are equal, and the sky fills with light and warmth. The sun warms the land beneath our feet and gives life to all of us on its path. Oh, that is awesome.
son.
I feel it.
Oh.
Say, spring has come, for this we are thankful.
Spring
Spring has come.
For this, we are thankful.
Oh, this is
It's like
awesome.
equal
I feel the
time
love,
here.
vernal
Wow.
equinox, Ostara.
Oh, this is so nice.
Oh, look what we've done.
Whoa.
My God, look at it.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Are we going to get in trouble because we lit Stonehenge
No,
on fire?
this is a good thing.
Oh, it's a good thing,
This
yeah.
means that love is all the warmth is getting inside of us. Can't you feel it?
Oh, I feel it.
The bunny
An
feels the
internal
cookies on
burning.
it.
Yes,
It's
even the
burning.
body, even
I feel it.
yes.
Oh, I do feel
It's in me.
Yes, it's in
Oh,
all
I
of us.
do.
Wow.
All this
Ooh.
Oh,
nice
yeah.
and warm, emanating.
Oh, it's so nice.
I need to get naked. It's so warm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
Let's
I'm
take
gonna
our
make it
clothes
too.
off. Oh, yeah, let's take our clothes off, you guys. Let's take our clothes off.
Oh.
I think that would really help.
Idea.
Honey,
All right.
okay.
the final one is the
Take
night
off
sky
things
comes upon
for-
us if we've done it right. If
The
we've done it
night
right,
sky?
come on, night sky, please come to us.
Okay, we really think we did a good job. We're Americans, but we're really trying, you guys.
Here it is.
Okay,
We did it.
we did it.
This was the final sign.
Oh, we
Day
did it,
turns
you
to
guys.
night.
This is
Galaxies.
awesome.
Look
I
how
feel
beautiful.
so powerful and victorious.
Oh yes, connected with
I do feel so
the universe.
proud of you guys.
I'm part of the universe.
Oh.
I think that it's only
Wow,
fitting
we're all
that
part of the universe.
Easter bunny.
yeah,
Wow.
I love you guys so
Better eat his head first.
Oh, the
We
decapitation of the
decapitated
bunny
the
is the
bunny.
final ritual activity.
He's headless. Oh,
Oh, whoa.
oh,
That's
oh.
pretty hot.
Either.
Okay, here we
Okay,
go.
I'm ready.
Hopefully it works again. So we're gonna say Eugene on 3. I don't want to go back. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Eugene! We did it, guys. Ostara.
Group hug.
I sure hope our friends can
All right.
find us.
What a trip!
I want to give everything up and like sell everything.
Yes.
And
Possessions,
go
who
somewhere
cares?
else. I am so.
We're inspired.
I have been transformed.
Do you have any more of those cookies? I kind of like them, man.
Oh.
I didn't even have any substances, and I
Well,
felt.
she laid these cookies on me, and they were really pretty good, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a changed man.
Skip. I love making your cookies.
Network, arriving in Hillsdale, California, where Vincent van Gogh lived a secluded retirement after he faked his own death in 1890. Palo Alto and its sister cities, Palo Baritone, Palo Tenor, Palo Bass, and of course, Palo Soprano. And this is where corporations and industry goes when they want to have their ice melted. Yes, this is the center of ice melting for the western United States. Next to the White House in Washington, D.C. This is where our money comes from. Well, my money doesn't come from here, and your money probably doesn't come here, but it has something to do with money. I'm thinking about buying an apartment. And these apartments are very nice. They only cost $2 million a piece, which, you know, of course, is chicken feed when you're a network news anchor. And this is where we keep our nation's records. And you know, I used to have some pretty good records myself. I had Coleman Hawkins and Sonny Rollins and Thelonious Monk and behind me you'll see the Washington Monument in the United States Capitol, and next to the Capitol is the Library of Congress, and we all know about them, don't we? Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get to go to the cathedral this time after what happened the last time I reported from the cathedral, which was kind of embarrassing, but that's okay. I kind of need to shake things up a little bit. And sometimes you just have to take your clothes off and run naked through the transept. So Jason, what are your plans for the rest of the day here in beautiful Washington, D.C.?
Well, I'm meeting a woman I met on Tinder, and I think I see her coming. I'm kind of nervous because I've never seen her.
That's
before.
exciting. I met a woman once. Oh, and here she is.
Hey there. How
Hi.
are you?
Good, how are you
Jason,
doing?
and
Nice to
what,
meet
what's your name?
I'm Misty.
Misty. You know, Johnny Mathis had a lovely song about a girl just like you named Misty.
Wow. I'm sure I'm a lot nicer of a girl than that girl.
Down at the fish market. I really don't like fish. They have all sorts of fish here. even crabs. And I had crabs once or twice, so I know what they're talking about.
Hey, yo, here she is now. My girl from Tinder, smoking hot. Yeah, baby.
Hey, Vinny!
Hey, yeah.
You look familiar. Have we met before?
Maybe. Hi, Skip. I'm Misty.
Yes, I remember you. Whatever happened to Jason was his name?
Jason, yeah, that was my brother. He went home.
Don't let her fool you. She's looking to upgrade. Yeah.
You know, I get it. I'm not the smartest guy coming from Eugene, Oregon, but I think this time I understand what's going on here in our nation's capital. What are your plans for the rest of the day here in our nation's capital?
No plans. Do we have plans, Vinny?
Nothing we can say on family TV.
You heard it here first, folks. Nothing that we can say on a family TV show. Maybe if you would just get in the middle here, young lady. Where are you from?
I'm from Eugene, Oregon.
Eugene, Oregon.
Uh-huh.
Why? That's a mighty coincidence.
Oh, is it?
Yes,
Are you
because
following the dead too?
I am following the dead too.
He's dead.
Yes, he's dead.
Been dead a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. The Central Park, and in a moment we'll see the Dakota where Yoko lives. The 72nd Street, and here's the Dakota. And maybe we'll stop in and see if Yoko's at home. And I'm standing in front of the bridge that the scary rhino thing chases what's his name across in the movie Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. City, and I'm right outside the Majestic Hotel, where many, many famous people live and have lived. People like Lauren Bacall and Douglas MacArthur and Oscar Levant, and a bunch of other people that you've never heard of before. I came down to the lake this morning to find out what the difference between New York ducks and geese is to the ducks and geese that we have on the West Coast. And to some extent, I was a little confused because, they speak Yiddish, and my Yiddish isn't all that good, but I think one of them referred to me as an altercocker. And I saw a snowman who I believe was a rabbi. Went down to Columbus Circle and I visited our sister station, the Time Warner headquarters at the Time Warner building. And unfortunately, the people that I was supposed to meet there, the anchor people, they unfortunately something got screwed up and they forgot about our meeting. I am standing in front of what's known as the sheep meadow, and unfortunately this morning there aren't too many sheep because I think that they're all in the subway station waiting to go to work. Now, what plays were you planning on seeing, Dolores, from Florida?
Oh yeah, plays. Well, I heard that maybe they were doing like some extended rerun, yada yada.
I saw that one too. I thought it was pretty good, but the other one that I saw was better. Did you see that one?
Yeah, the better one, it was really, really good. I did see that one, but it wasn't very funny in the better one. But
yeah, because the other one had that guy in it, but it didn't have the other guy that we actually came to see. And what we have here is all of the cat litter for New York City for one day from all of the cat boxes. And it's many years ago, I had made sensible investments, or at least I thought they were sensible investments, in such stocks as Napster and Blockbuster. But it turns out that my financial advisor really wasn't the best financial advisor that I could have hired. And so I lost a lot of money. But the good news is I made some smarter investments. They came back, but in the last 3 or 4 weeks, I'm totally broke now. So I have to figure out a way to get back to Eugene.
You went to some really cool places, interacted with some cool people.
That's right. That's right. I went to visit our sister station at the Time Warner Building in Columbus Circle, and unfortunately they weren't home. But I did leave a note on the door telling them how much we appreciate them and how little they've done for us.
Well, that's unfortunate, but we're glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back.
You missed
Good
him,
to
right?
have you.
Yeah, I missed Harvey the most. 2 weeks with no Harvey.
That's
Yeah.
hard. It's a hard
I'm
2 weeks
sorry.
without Harvey.
Yeah.
Was on vacation, but I'm back.
But yeah.
Glad to be here.
All right, guys. Hopefully, having a good night, and that was a really fun show. So.